Happy Vault Day, YouTube. Time to open up another few vaults. I have a few of them this week, and hopefully we're going to get some good bangers. Got my little mage here up to 80 and did a little delve, so it's not going to have much, but it's going to be something to open. And we got my Demon Hunter, who has, I believe, a heroic slot in the raid, and then two normals, and then I only did like a key on her, so that'll be a couple things, but something. Warrior completed heroic this week, or last week, so that'll be fun. Hopefully I get something fun out of there. Should also have two 10s, so a couple myth track items as well. And then the warlock did a 10 and then has a couple heroic and normal slots as well, I do believe. So let's dive right into it. Let's start with the mage. Let's get this little delve slot and see what we get. Like I said, probably won't be anything massive, but it'll be something at least. Hope everybody has a great great day and gets everything they want out of their vaults. And then hopefully you all have good progression, get that IO up, get those heroic kills, whatever you want, all the fun stuff. Once I defeat the bar, the load screen boss. There it goes. Maybe. Da, da, da. No. I don't know why, but just the first load in of the day is always the longest. I don't. There's probably some smart people out there that know why. I'm not one of them. All right, let's go see what we get. Staying on the long boy because I'm lazy. Yeah. Oh, failed blink. Second blink. Here we go. Oh, wait, I lied. It's two delves. So never mind. I lied. Mage has nothing. Now let's go on to the warlock. Or no, you know what? Let's do the demon hunter. We'll do the ones that don't have 10s done at least, and then we'll go into the two that do. Hope everybody's enjoying the patch and all that so far. If you want to put down in the comments how you're enjoying it, your progress, your raid or IO score, whatever you feel like, just leave something down there so we can chat. I'll be hopefully doing at some point this week. I had somebody suggest in the comments last week to do a M+ key and do a voiceover. I am hoping to try and get that done at some point this week. So that'll be something as well. All right, what do we have here? Let's see. It is a chest from to hero, champ to hero. Cloak that I already have, that's champ to hero. Neck that is, I believe that's better than the one I have, that's hero to hero, and then champ to champ. On this tune, this is all pretty much just going to be base upgrades here, so it would just come out to what's the better stat line. Which I do believe the neck here is going to be the better stat line to upgrade, because it goes, because VDH is haste crit, I do believe. I will double check, so I'm not speaking entirely out my butt real quick. But I do believe it's supposed to be haste and then crit. Hoping to get more into the VDH here soon as well, since I got the warrior up to being able to do 10s and all that, and I can get those in fairly easily for my requirements for my guild stuff. So now that I have that, I can hopefully put a bit more into the demon hunter here. Yeah, haste crit, perfect. So I'm thinking going to high haste, low crit from a high verse, low haste neck is probably the way to go. Just because, like I said, these are all just basic normal upgrades as it is anyway. And that's one of the better statted items, so let's slam that on. And now let's head over to, let's do the warlock. Yeah, let's do the warlock. The warrior we'll save for last, since that's going to be the juiciest of juice for vault. And again, if there's anything you can think of that you kind of want me to try and do or work on, or have any ideas for stuff you want me to upload, feel free to leave those also in the comments. Happy to give things a try and see how they go and work on that. I'm going to be trying to figure out how to stream both on Twitch and TikTok, maybe even YouTube as well. eventually. So those are in the works. I just gotta do a bit more research to figure all that out. But for now, you can still catch me over at twitch.tv/bloodxxmerchant. I'm live most days. There are some days that I might have to miss or things like that, but most days, especially on my raid days, which are Monday, or sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and then every other Monday after the last week. So, all right, let's see what we got. We got a weird thing. We got 2 hero tracks. We got, it's my myth track. Of course, my myth track would be boots. Of course, it would be boots. I have my crafted boots. But I could always change those crafts to something else, I guess. Ooh, but I think the helm might be the play, because I can catalyze it once I get enough. And oh, but it's only champ, so never mind. Oh, oof. Let's see. I'm gonna run a sim real quick, see how that goes. Always sim your stuff. Best way to figure out what your best gear is. Oh, and I should also probably go into my, let's see, make sure I'm in a single target, which would be lock-in stock. So I get this. After I get this sim sent and going, we'll swap over to the warrior and figure his stuff out. Let's see. Let's just slam that into a convert. You don't know what simming is, highly recommend looking into it and figuring out how it works. It's definitely a phenomenal tool to use. You just got to take some time. If you have any questions on it, I sim pretty much everything I need, so feel free to leave in the comments. I can help out if I'm able to. But we will get this simmed up here and see how we go. But while that's running there, let's go over to the warrior. Now for the big vault. This one should hopefully have some big things. We're hoping for a Seafoam pack from Operation Floodgate in the Myth track. That would be phenomenal. We're looking for a Titan of Industry, the shield off a galley. That would be amazing as well. What else? An High Kazan's always a good choice for raid, at least. Not really for Mythic Plus, but for raid, it's good. I'd take another Jaster's Diamond. I was lucky enough to already have one from my time walking a little bit ago, but it's normal. And I mean, I guess outside of that, really any just tier or anything myth track tier would be phenomenal. So let's see what we get from the big loot. I'm really hoping for that Titan of Industry is the big thing that I'm hoping for, which I do not get. But I do get the Seafoam, but it's only heroic, and this thing is disgusting, and I don't know why it's here. It needs to be banned. Get it out of here. And then a bad ring. Thinking probably it's going to be the Seafoam. The only other choice I might go with would be the chest piece here or the Rick Reverb. I mean, I'm like 99.9% sure the best thing is going to be this Seafoam packet. Your Seaphorium Pacemaker, sorry. I say Seafoam packet. But, you know, as I say, I know it's for tanking as well, so simming for tanks isn't the best. It just kind of figures out your damage. But we will slam it out here, and we'll do a quick, just little semi-sim to figure it out. I don't have the not enchant, I don't have a catalyst charge at the moment, so if I do end up taking this, I would sit in my bags for a while before I'm able to do that. Let's see, what else do we got here? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not even going to add that ring because that ring is just horrific stats. Nor am I going to add this absolute piece of garbage. But we'll add the Seaphorium packet and sim it that. Upgrade the Rick Reverb, I guess, up to 655 here as well. And I believe that should be it. Because, yeah, not the shield. All right, yes, here we go. And now while that's simming, let's go back over to the Warlock, because that sim has finished, and it is telling me that the feet are the biggest upgrade, so that just means I will be having to change the Warlock's crafted item to something else to get the bonus, which I'll probably, since I already still have a 636 back on this tune. I will probably just change it to the cloak and go from there. All right. Myth track boots it is. There we go. Let's get those. Nope, not those ones. Those are the wrong ones. Those bad boys. There we go. Almost 30 eye level upgrade just from that. And now the warrior sims are also done, and it is the Seafoam packet. It is telling me the Seafoam packet. Is this amplifier really just that good, or is it that much of a sim bait? Because I have simmed this, so on my warrior here, it has the that delve trinket, that champ 8 delve trinket that's apparently just still simming the best ever. It's open, I'll pop it up. But it's apparently, I guess just the stats are apparently amazing, but I'll have, because yeah, it's showing me that oh, where's that? Yeah, this thing right here. Mechanical core amplifier. Your harmful spells and abilities have a chance to randomly increasing my highest secondary by 3 or my lowest by 48. 10 seconds. Which still just blows my mind, I guess, because it's, as far as I know, the Seafoam and the Signet are supposed to be the better ones. But everything else, the only other thing that's a decent one, once I would be able to, would be getting this and changing it into tier. That's another upgrade, but everything else would quote-unquote be a DPS loss, so we're not going to do those. But at least I did get that. So, and then, yeah, I don't... I'd still think that would be better, but it's telling me it's not. Let's go upgrade the, I know this thing is like one of the best, the Seafoam thing is one of the best ones, the pacemaker. So we'll upgrade that real quick since I have the gilded. And I should get some more gilded tonight. So if I spend these 30, I'll still be fine to hopefully get, because I'm hoping to still get that Titan of Industry. And if I don't get that, I'll spend my gilded, upgrade my shield. So, but all right, that's going to take that thing's place, I guess. But that is all of my vaults, I do believe. Let's take a look, see at what keys and all that I got for this week. Got a Dark Flame Cleft 10. That should be big. Yeah, I only got a 6 on the Warrior for that. I got a Motherload 10 on the Warlock. I believe I don't even have anything on that tune for that. Yep, so that'll be a nice big one. A Floodgate 4, like I said, I only did a 4 on that one, so it won't be too much, but hopefully these will start picking up here soon. Gonna work on getting her more stuff. And then I guess as well, so I can add the Mage in here. I'm probably gonna work on the Mage a bit just because Fire seems fun, even with the nerf that they just got. Still probably play that a bit, but I do believe that is it for me. So I'm going to leave y'all here. Hopefully you all I had decent luck getting that Seafoam or that Seafoam pacemakers, but really good, but sad that it was only heroic track, but hope you all have better luck in your vaults, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one.